Good morning, folks. How you doing? Today we are going to install the latest version, January 20, of Kali Linux. I got the virtual machine up, so I'm just going to hit start, and we're going to go from there. Okay. Basically, through this whole thing, we're going to do the graphical install. Here you press enter because the mouse won't work to interact. Go ahead, the enter key since our set for graphical install. Now it's going to go through its booting up process per se, and then we're just going to select all the defaults. Now your mouse will be working. English, location, United States, American English keyboard. Okay, checking installation media. So what I'm going to do after that is at some point in this video, because there's some long portions, I will pause the video and then bring the video back up after the long wait, because we don't need to waste your time on that. So just know it will take some time. It could take up to 45 minutes to 2 hours, depending on hard drive speed and things like that. Okay, here you want to give it a name. Typically, go ahead and put you can do that if it's the only one, but if you got plenty in your network to not have any conflicts, make sure you give it a different name. So I usually like it's Kevin Kali, and I'm gonna call this one 1964. And continue. Domain name, you can leave that blank, or you can put the domain name, if you know what it is, in there. I'm just leaving it blank. User account. You can put your full username if you want to. I'm just gonna put my first name, Kevin. And the best part about that is when it does actually put username, it'll use that same thing. So, and I'm good. So I don't have to worry about that. So now I am going to put in a password here. If you click show password, it will show your information, which is cool, right? Make sure you don't type it right. But I'm pretty well that I can handle my password. So I'm going to go ahead and type my password in there. You got to retype it to make sure you didn't mess it up. And I'm good. So we're going to click continue. Clock is Eastern. I'm going to select the disk that it detects. Since this VM only has one disk, it only should be one disk. And here, just for sake, once again, the defaults, we're going to use the entire disk, guided. And of course, the only disk that's selected is that one. And then all files in one partition. Okay, click continue. And then here, you are going to go ahead and let it stay there. Finish partitioning and write changes to disk. So just go ahead and click continue. And then what we're going to do here, this is where you actually got to really select something. You're going to select yes, because you do want it to write those changes to the disk. If you say no, it's going to send you back and you're like, huh? Just say yes and you're good to go. So here we go. Continue. Now while that's formatting, I'm going to put a pause on there and I'll come back when that's done. All right, here it's done doing the disk configuration. Now here we don't have to do anything. Just go ahead and click continue on the configure the package manager. We're not using an HTTP proxy, so we can just go ahead and click continue. All right, while it's doing that, it shouldn't take too long for that. And we'll put it on pause and we'll come right back. All right, so here we are at the software selection screen. Once again, we're going to select the defaults and we're going to click continue. All right, put it on pause while it does the software install. As you can see, this is probably the longest part. It's got to work on 1986 5. It says 5 minutes and 16 seconds. It may be a little bit longer than that. You see it jump, but trust me, it's going to be long. Go have a cup of coffee or something. All right. It's finally finished, and we are now on the install the Grub bootloader on a hard disk. And you just, once again, we're back at our same deal, is we are going to continue. Keep it selected yes. And here is where you got to select the actual drive. If you leave it selected on enter device manually, you'll be drawn to a screen where you're going to have to wind up putting all this crazy information in. So just select it since we only got one drive. And select continue. And while the install Grub bootloader does its thing, we're going to go on pause. And here it is finally complete. It says installation complete. And it's time to boot to your new system. So we're going to go ahead and click continue and let it finish the installation. This should take pretty quick, and we'll watch it reboot. See here, giving you welcome to the Grub. Let the bootloader do its thing. And you have completed your installation. As long as you remember that username and the password you put in, you should be able to log in and enjoy your Kali Linux box. Okay. You also don't have to wait. You can go ahead and click the enter key on that screen that was just there, instead of waiting the 4 or 5 seconds that it gives you to select. So you can see, it takes a little bit, but that's okay. Now I'm going to watch this whole process all the way through, but then you're good. I'm going to show you to validate my login and with the screen and all the other nice things that you're going to be able to play with. So put on pause. I'll come back when she boots back up. And you can see here, it has now prompted me for login. And so and I'll hit log in, and voila, I'm at my desktop. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Have a good day.